Yo, what's up everybody? This is your friendly neighbor Unpunk, bringing you a guide on how you complete the laboratory Easter egg quest line within Dead of the Night. I believe that's how you say the map. I don't know why that's sounding weird coming off the tongue. Maybe because it's a weird map name. Nonetheless, this is how you get all the way through to the ritual, complete the telescope, power it all up, and do all of the steps. This one is by far the most complex of the three quest lines, the other two being quite simple, honestly. This one's not very hard when you know all that I will be showing you. There are a few locations for symbols you will not see in this guide because we have not found them all as a community, and I will talk about that as we get there. You're gonna see a lot of little Zodiac signs. You're gonna see a lot of things popping up. There's gonna be some weird puzzles that I found some pretty easy ways to solve. So I wanted to go ahead and make this video so that everyone that doesn't know how to do these steps can do it. Couple things you are going to need to do this is literally just going to be Pack-a-Punch open and the silver bullets. You'll need the laboratory cemetery open, all of the map basically, and you're going to again have the quest line for the telescope started, which is going to be the green little orb, or if you go to the green crystal, which is inside the library or study area. If you're having any trouble with any of the previous steps 1 through 3, I have a guide on my channel that shows the first 4 steps. Then I also have a guide on my channel for the cemetery steps and quest line if you guys need. And now let's get right in to the video. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna need to obviously have the first 3 steps done, then get silver bullets on every player's gun in your game, and make your way to the mausoleum here, and you will shoot this lightning rod with the silver bullets from all players at the same time. If you don't shoot at the same time, you're wasting bullets and you might as well give up on life. That's a joke, don't do that. Once you do that, you're gonna see the little beam of light and make your way to the middle bridge area where these 3 boxes will open. Start with the left box and turn to the little mirror that will make the blue light reflect into itself as you see right there. Then next what you're going to want to do is go to the far right one and turn it's going to turn 2 of them, but turn it to where the green one is then reflecting. Next, all you need to do is turn the middle one until you get the red light reflecting. Now the green and blue are not going to be reflecting back into the crystal at this time, but don't worry about that. You just want to get the red one after you've done the blue, then the green. Once the red one is done, as you see right there, it's reflecting back. Go back over to the right side, or the left side, I'm sorry. You have to go to the left side here, and it's going to turn both the green and the blue. And since you have previously already set the blue and the green respectively to their correct angles, they will now turn together, and upon that you will get the destruction and a big kaboom. The head will fall off and all those pieces will blow on up and fall down to the ground, showing you have completed this step. The next one is definitely the most difficult, so let me take a second here to explain what it's going to be. So you're going to see around the map in locations like the one right there, there are going to be claw marks and Zodiac symbols. There are 12 Zodiac symbols, and they are the same symbols you have on your HUD and the 12 symbols you light up to do the Easter egg steps. Now, as you see right there on the wall, there is a 5 red-ish claw marks on the wall in this east, or the entrance hall on the top of the grand staircase, and there is a Zodiac sign right here. It will always be at this location. It will always be at the locations I show you here in this video. Unfortunately, at the time of recording this, we don't have all the locations, but we have a number of them, and basically what you have to do is find the corresponding claw marks and Zodiac signs in each room. You need to find 3 of the Zodiac signs, and there will be 3 claw marks somewhere near the sign in the exact room that Zodiac sign is at. I will show you the majority of the locations here in just a second, but you need to make sure you count which sign corresponds to which number of claw marks, and you're going to need to do them in the order of lowest to highest. So the one I had just gotten previously, which was in the entrance hall, was going to be the 5th or 5 claw marks, which means that that is going to be the last one. It is always in the order 3, 4, 5. If you have duplicating numbers, just take a guess, because I don't understand how it works when you have 2 of the same numbers, which can happen. So just go ahead and take a guess on how to do that. Next, I'm going to show you here how you input these numbers. Once you got them, then I'll show you all of the locations. So when you have your symbols and you have the 3 and you know in the correct order, so 3, 4, and then 5, you just come over to the laboratory up top here, and you're going to need to enter in this code. So whatever these symbols are, you need to enter them in. You just turn it right and left by holding square or the action button, and then you knife to accept it. And once you have entered the third one, it will either tell you if it's correct or not. If it is correct, your screen will vibrate, unlike you see here, and your telescope will move up and to the right. If it is not, it will reset the symbols, and you'll need to go and look at the locations again. Now here I'm going to show you each location, and every time you reset it, it can spawn at any of, I believe, 8 total locations. I only know 6 when recording this video. If I find all the locations or they are fine, I will definitely make a video updating that so you can see all of the locations. Second one up here in the entrance hall, you can see in my game it was a 5 for this current rotation, and you can see that it'll be right over here next to the Danu perk. On the right hand side here, you just lay down and look up. In that case, that was the sword, which I believe is a Sagittarius zodiac sign if you want to go by name. And basically there are 6 locations I know. Next being here in the billiards room, which will be right here under this table on the left of the pool table, and the little claw marks can spawn right here next to it under the table. You can see them right there. The next one is the library, and it'll be right here next to this vase or vase. I do not know where the claw marks are, have been unable to find them in the library, so use that as your last one and use process of elimination if that's your symbol. The next one will be right here in the dining room. It is right here on this wall, and again, I don't know where the claw marks are in here, so if you get the 2 other symbols and you have the numbers for them, just use process of elimination and put that one where it needs to go, whether it's 3, 4, or 5. The last one that I know is right up here in the trophy room, and the claw marks are on the side right there. Now to reiterate, you need to find 3 zodiac symbols, find the corresponding scratch marks near it, which I show all but 2 because I didn't know where the dining room or the library scratch marks are. So if you have those, take a guess. You need to find them in ascending order, so from the lowest number to the highest. It will always be set 3, 4, and 5. If you don't have 3, 4, and 5, I'd recommend just resetting. Check all 6 locations, find your zodiac symbols and their claw marks, set them in ascending order from lowest to highest, put them in the machine and accept it. If it doesn't work, try it 1 or 2 more times. As far as we know, that's how you're supposed to do it. I don't know if there's another thing we're missing as a community here, but as of the time of making this video, this is a way to get it. It takes a few times of trial and error, so just go ahead and try this a couple times. You'll get this step completed and be on to the second to last step. That being over in the laboratory, just make your way to this little doom crank you see right here, and you're gonna need to hold square to where it opens that little blind vine little thing for the telescope to shoot out into the sky. You just need to hold square until it's completely open, then pull out your shield and melee it, and it will have a little green light on it, and you will see that it stays open. Next, what you need to do is get every player a shield. Make sure they are in the laboratory with the revolver. That's a joke, you don't need to have the revolver, but it's nice to have at this point. And you're gonna need to electrify your shield with the trap. You're gonna activate the trap and have everybody pull their shield out, and you will see an electric effect on it. As you see, everyone runs up next to this and just starts meleeing. Upon everyone meleeing at the same time, we'll shoot a beam of light into the clouds, clearing the sky, and allowing you to go ahead and collect your first or your second or third ritual stone down here by holding square. Now, just like the cemetery step, if you have already done that, or any other one, you just hold square with all players for 4 to 6 seconds, and you will get entered into a ritual. You will be inside this room. This is the second hardest ritual in my opinion because of how tight quarters it is. You will get werewolves, zombies, you will get the red Nosferatu, the red vampires, regular vampires. If you have the upgraded wonder weapon, which I'd also recommend having the annihilator for this step. It's not required to get here, but I would definitely recommend having that while you're doing this ritual, so you can just spam it on the ground and pretty much be invincible from the enemies. I'd also recommend having the homunculus to help you out, and having a pack punch gun and a couple of perks and your shield. That's a lot of prerequisites because these rituals are a little bit tricky, but they're not super hard, especially with this amazing stage 3 wonder weapon here, and with that green teleporting shrink 1. If you get that effect or the fire effect, you're gonna absolutely wreck these enemies. That has been the guide on how to complete the laboratory greenhouse quest line within Dead of the Night. This is the second set of my videos, and there will be the third one coming out a little bit after this one, so make sure to stay tuned on the channel. Like and subscribe if you guys are new here, or if you aren't and you want to see this content here, make sure you guys are subscribed with notifications on. This has been your friendly neighborhood Unpunk, and we'll see you real soon. Peace!